This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. I have been saying for the longest is that martial law is coming to the world soon. You just don't know how it's going to happen, but you know that it is going to happen. And with this coronavirus, some of these countries are starting to implement martial law. Just about all of Italy is on lockdown. And when it comes to this coronavirus, I mean, this thing could have easily been solved. When they first knew that they had this deadly virus in China, why not make everybody stay in China that has the virus? Why would you let them get back on these cruise ships, planes, and come back to their native countries to spread the virus? I mean, if they wanted to contain it, all they had to do was say, look, all of you people that are on these cruise ships or they're visiting China, you have to hold tight. Stay right there until we send our scientists there so that we can cure you before you come back and infect the whole nation. Which makes me feel as if this was some type of plot and a plan to implement martial law. I mean, to me, enough people are not being infected or dying from this so-called disease for it to be what I call an outbreak. Yeah, some people are getting sick and some people are dying, but not enough for it to be, what, as they say, a pandemic. And this thing is hitting these European nations real hard. It's affecting Dow. Gas prices are going down. They've canceled the NBA season. It has affected the NCAA March Madness. Out on the streets, it's almost like a ghost town. People are not out and about as they used to be. You know, this is nothing more to me than a fear tactic. I mean, it's something to pay attention to. But you have to pay attention to it on all angles. At my job, they were selling cans of Lysol for $7. I mean, everybody's in on this hustle game. And as I say, I feel as if martial law is just around the corner because they're going to say, hey, we can't trust people to come into the hospitals to get themselves checked out. So we're going to go door to door to make sure that no one has this disease and is spreading it. You know, one thing I have noticed about this disease and the people that are handling it is when you come like these little nurses and they have no protection, just a glove and a face mask. But when you look at these government people that they send in, they have on hazmat suits. I mean, how do you know that this particular disease won't just absorb through your skin? You don't necessarily have to breathe it in or have to come in contact with a person because you just don't know. I mean, the way they are describing this virus, you can't stop it. You would have to have some type of antidote because you can't just kill the virus. If it's airborne, just spreading around, starting in China, now it's all over the world, you can't stop it. And wasn't it just recently that Donald Trump was getting into these spit boxing matches with Chinese people? I put nothing past these evil people that are calling themselves running the world. And this includes people all over the world that are leaders. They are all on the same page when it comes to trying to control the public. I mean, when these Europeans first came to this place that they named America, didn't they kill off most of the native people by giving them smallpox? They've given black people syphilis. They've sterilized black women. I mean, these people will do anything with this biological warfare that they like so much. So, I mean, I kind of look at it like this. You people have done so much evil around the world when it comes to biological and chemical warfare that now you are suffering from a biological warfare. Now, whether some Chinese scientists or American scientists, whoever it was, whoever unleashed the coronavirus, I mean, a lot of people do things with bad intentions, but God will turn around and make it for something good. When I think about all of the things that black people have been through in this country, when there's some type of health crisis in the black community, there is no urgency to get this thing done. They just take their damn time. But when there's white people involved, oh man, all hands on deck. You know, most black people, we are lovers of life. We hate to see anyone going through some type of dilemma. But it's kind of hard for me to have sympathy for people that continuously defame black people. When a black person is shot by a police officer, first thing comes out of a white person's mouth. What did he do wrong? He should comply with the law. When black people get sick, we go to the hospital, we have to go back home. No health coverage. So I see this coronavirus as an act of God. Maybe he's going to even the playing field. Going to lessen your numbers so there'll be we have a better chance of trying to win something because there are too many of you white people. We can't never win a vote here in America because we are always outnumbered. So maybe this is a way to knock them numbers down so that we could be an even and a fair election. Oh, Reggie, you're so heartless and evil. How can you say things like that and people are dying? People are sick. Well, I mean, hey, you should have asked how I felt when Ida Delaney was killed, or Byron Gillum, or any of these black people that was killed, got sick, some type of way, lost their lives. There was no sympathy at all. From the white community, Hispanic, nobody. But every time something happens to someone that's non-black, I got to pull out the damn harmonica and start singing some blues for you. I mean, you're trying your best here in America to treat everybody right. All the immigrants, all the Asians, all the Hispanics, but not the black Americans that are in this damn country. So this is just like in the Bible with them plagues. I mean, but one thing about you white people, you're too damn stubborn. And this is not going to be enough to make you change your evil ways. So expect more plagues to come upon you. You know, my thing is how a person should prevent themselves from contracting the coronavirus. Stay away from people that can contract the coronavirus. I mean, I'm sorry, Asians. I mean, I have to stop coming to your store. I mean, because, hey, you just never know. They say that you can't really tell, just by symptoms alone. You might have it. I mean, y'all people, y'all travel back and forth from your motherland and come back to America. You might have it. I'm wondering, are the numbers about the same when it comes to deaths of people that die just from the flu, every flu season? How many people actually die? Because I know for a fact, everyone that dies from the flu don't make the news. I mean, my nephew died from taking a damn flu shot. He didn't make the news. So people die from this disease, what they call a cold or this virus, and they never publicize it. But it seems like everybody that's dying from a cold now that they die from cold. But I think they are creating chaos by making this coronavirus more than what it is. I mean, right now you go to the hospitals here in Houston, you got a little stand set up. Hey, wait, got the little scanner, scan your forehead. Hey, man, these people they are scared to death over nothing. They've been saying that okay, if you've been diagnosed with it, the best thing to do is for you to stay at home. I mean, damn, if you got the coronavirus and it's deadly, shouldn't you be at the hospital? But I don't know, man, because these people always say things that you find out somewhere in the future it was all a damn lie. I mean, this shit here is really killing the economy because no one is spending any money. Everybody's staying at the house. Don't trust nobody. I mean, even if you would try to buy something online, somebody still has to bring it to your house. They got to touch it. So, I mean, you just don't, we just kind of disappointed now, whereas this lack of trust is at an all-time high. People were just trying to live a little healthier. I don't care what type of new virus they come up with. You'll be pretty much okay because your body will be able to fight it off. But, the more junk food you eat and the more lazier you get, well, the more weaker your body will become and the more easier it will be for you to die from the common cold. I mean, they are making this virus to be so bad that, hey, man, the doctors can't even come and check you out because the doctor come check you out, he gonna contract the virus. So, hey, man, we're gonna send this little kit through the mail. Check yourself out. If you got it, let us know how you feel in a couple of days. If you get kind of worse, call this number and we'll come put you in this body bag. I mean, people make me laugh that always say, hey, man, the government can't do this or that. 'Cause I was like, hey, man, they can force people to take these shots. Oh, man, they can't do it. I mean, hey, man, I remember a time when the police just couldn't just bust in your house. They had to have a warrant. Well, now they have what they call no-knock warrants. They don't even need a damn warrant. They just bust in your damn house. So they'll change that law. And, hey, man, we got this bad virus. We need everybody off the streets because we don't want nobody to get it. And if we catch you on the streets, we're going to take you to jail or the nearest detention center where we can check you out, make sure that you don't have it, and just get you out the way until we get this thing straightened out. I mean, because if it's that bad, I mean, how can you trust going to the store? Suppose somebody that had the coronavirus was out just window shopping at the stores, just picking up items. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. And then somebody go and pick up that same item. Bam. Now they got the coronavirus. Some people are so greedy for money that they will even put their own lives at risk to get paid. I mean, it's been years ago, over 40, 50 some years. I've known that China, they don't follow, strict regulations when it comes to producing steel or whatever. I mean, it's very toxic over there. So they got a lot of diseases running around over there in Asia. I mean, it's a highly polluted place. It's overpopulated. So hey, there's no telling, man, what they might do to try to knock down this population control deal they keep talking about all the time. The government wants people to depend on them. I mean, there are leaders worldwide. That's the whole thing. They want people to depend on them. And the worst thing as a person you can do is get in that low point in life where you have to depend on someone. When you're a type of person that depends on other people, I'll show you a person that is always let down. This has been a very interesting year to say the least. Hey, and it just started. And now we got this deadly virus. So let's see what's going to happen next.